This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, we saw a bit of winter weather this morning, and tonight beware of black ice. Hoosier Hills Credit Union has a new member on their board of directors. State Senator Mark Mesmer is this year's recipient of a legislative award. Zach Ruber talks with the Dubois County Humane Society, and Kurt Guxell looks at sports. Followed by WJTS Informed tonight with Clayton Boyles and Nona Baker from the Dubois County Community Foundation with information on how you can help a teacher get a grant. All this and more coming up on the 18 WJTS News. Good evening, I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. This morning, snow caused driving issues throughout the WJTS TV viewing area. Due to that snow, emergency management agencies are warning of possible black ice on the roadways. Black ice is difficult to see and makes roads very slippery, especially on bridges and overpasses. So please drive carefully. Martin, Dubois, and Spencer counties have told us that areas throughout the counties are good and clear, with Dubois County having just one slide-off, but no roads to avoid in particular. A Holland man was arrested on an OWI charge in Huntingburg. Last night, shortly after 5 o'clock, Huntingburg police officers were notified by dispatch about a white Chevrolet passenger car that had hit a telephone pole in the 500 block of North Washington Street. Upon officers' arrival, they could see a white Chevy sitting in a rock driveway with extensive front end damage and paint transfer to a telephone pole. Officers then made contact with the driver, 43-year-old Keith Gabbard of Holland. The officer could smell the odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from Gabbard. When Gabbard was asked to complete a series of tests, he refused all testing, including a certified test. A search warrant was then obtained for blood and/or urine, which Gabbard also refused. Gabbard was eventually taken and booked into the Dubois County Security Center for operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated and obstruction. Winter is here, which means you may see more coyotes out and about. The Indiana Department of Natural Resources says you should not be alarmed. According to the DNR, coyotes are common everywhere in the state, even in urban areas, and they tend to be more active during the winter months. But this isn't the only reason. Bare vegetation makes them easier to see. The DNR says coyotes leave their parents to find a new home this time of year, and January is prime breeding time. Coyotes like to eat animals and plants around yards and homes, including rabbits, mice, fruit, and squirrels. DNR officials say coyotes thrive around people because of the abundance of food that comes with human development. To reduce the possibility of pets having a negative interaction with a coyote, keep them on a leash, in a kennel with a secure top, or indoors. Problems between coyotes and people are not uncommon. You can make your property less attractive to coyotes by following these tips. Clean up fallen fruit from trees or gardens. Keep garbage secure. Make sure pet food and treats are not left outside. If you see a coyote around your yard, take down bird feeders. Coyotes could be attracted to the rodents eating the seeds. Never intentionally feed a coyote, which could result in its losing its fear of people. Making these animals feel unwelcome around humans can help maintain their natural fear of humans. But never corner or chase a coyote. Always give a coyote a path to get away from you. And if you see a coyote and want it to leave, make it feel uncomfortable by yelling, waving your arms, spraying it with a hose. Throw tennis balls or small stones at it, but don't throw anything that could be food, like apples. Carry a jar of coins to shake or a small air horn to make noise. For more information about these animals, head to wildlife.in.gov. The Junior Achievement of Southwestern Indiana and the Vincennes University Jasper campus are announcing the 2020 Junior Achievement Dubois County Business Hall of Fame inductees next month. VUJC Assistant Vice President and Campus Dean Christian Bloom is announcing the inductees during a press conference at 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday, January 8th in the Center for Technology and Innovation in Manufacturing building at VUJC. The Hall of Fame was created for honoring and presenting outstanding business leaders to the youth of Dubois County. Hall of Fame selection criteria includes business excellence, vision and innovation, inspiring leadership, community involvement, and actions as role models for future generations. The 6th Annual Junior Achievement Dubois County Business Hall of Fame will be held in the spring of 2020. Hoosier Hills Credit Union has a new member on their board of directors. Owner of Gogol, Fisher and Associates CPAs in Jasper, Sally Gogol Fisher, is filling the open seat. Her term starts on January 1st, and her initial term will be for 1 year. Fisher is replacing Bill Miller, who retired after serving the board for 50 years. Fisher has been an HHCU member for over 10 years and lives in Jasper with her husband. Fisher brings a wealth of professional and community volunteer experience and extensive leadership and management tenures to the board. She has logged over 17 hours of corporate accounting work and more than 12 years of private practice accounting for public clients. Fisher is a court-appointed special advocate, a former American Legion Auxiliary president, and former Mariah Hill Conservation Club secretary. She has also been a board member and treasurer at TriCap. Along with being a certified public accountant, Fisher holds bachelor's degrees in marketing and management from the University of Evansville, as well as bachelor's degree in accounting from Indiana University Southeast. State Senator Mark Mesmer is this year's recipient of the 2019 Legislative Award from the Indiana Prosecuting Attorneys Council. Senator Mesmer received the award for his work on Senate Enrolled Act 551 during the 2019 legislative session. SEA 551 closed several loopholes in Indiana law to better protect young Hoosiers from predators. Because of this, a restraining order can be issued against an adult engaged in grooming of a child for sexual acts. The act also expands the rights for domestic violence and child abuse victims, protects the community from violent abusers and sex offenders, prohibits the Department of Child Services from releasing information about minor fatalities if there is an ongoing investigation, allows a child victim to bring a comforting item to court during testimony, such as a specially trained dog or a stuffed animal, restricts the disclosure of sensitive information about a child victim and defendant during a prosecution or criminal investigation. Washington County Prosecutor Dustin Houchin nominated Mesmer for the award. The Jasper Street Department is ending its bulk leaf collection on Friday, December 27th. The final week for leaf collection is the week of December 23rd to the 27th. The collection will be only 3 days, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Starting on Monday, December 30th, all leaves must be bagged or in containers, and they should be placed on the curbside for collection. That has been a look at your local news. Now stay tuned. Zach Ruber pays his weekly visit to the Dubois County Humane Society. Then it's your local weather outlook on 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.